Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the BFS Fishing Channel. In this video, we're going to be doing an unboxing. I haven't done one of these in a while. So we're going to be taking a look at this reel right here. Okay, so this is a Kastking product. It is actually the Kestrel BFS, not the Kestrel Elite, but we do have a Kestrel Elite to look at as well. So full disclosure, Kastking reached out to me. They actually sent me the Kestrel Elite first, but I've already reviewed this reel and I wanted to take a look at the Kestrel Non-Elite because that's their quote unquote newer reel. And so they were kind enough to send me the Kestrel Non-Elite, the regular BFS reel, to take a look at for you guys. But they said that I could go ahead and give away the Kestrel Elite. So we're going to take a look and we're going to compare these two reels together. I will figure out the giveaway rules. This is going to be the first in a two-part video series for the Kestrel. So the giveaway will be in the second video. So stay tuned for that. All right. So the first thing is first, let's go ahead and get into this box. This is the Kestrel Non-Elite. And the reason why I wanted to look at it is because the Kestrel Elite and also the Valiant Eagle 2, as you guys all know, were famously overbraked. And so I've heard that they've made some changes to this reel. Let's take a look at the reel. So it's got this really nice gunmetal, kind of lighter color than gunmetal, I'd say, paint finish. They've got nice orange highlights. I do believe that there is a Kestrel Non-Elite reel in China, and that one has blue highlights. So this must be an updated version. That being said, this reel is made by DMK, and on initial retrieve, it does feel fairly smooth. There's a little bit of geariness in there. It's nothing absolutely terrible. Kastking reports this reel to have 11+1 ball bearings. They're supposed to be all double stainless steel shielded bearings. The spool is reported to be the exact identical spool as what you see in the Valiant Eagle 2 and also in the Kestrel Elite. And so we'll take a look at that. But before we go into all that, let's go ahead and give you guys some sound. So here's going to be the drag clicker. And one more time. And then here is the star drag sound. So it's not super muted, but it's not super loud as well. And then here is the brake dial clicker and the spool tension. So all in all, good sounds. A good amount of sounds coming out of the reel. Let's go ahead and see what the free spool is like, because the free spool on the Valiant Eagle 2 and the Kestrel Elite was very, very non-existent. And so it's nothing to write home about. But let's go ahead and compare this to the Kestrel Elite that was sent to me. I'm going to go ahead and open up this reel. And yeah, right off the bat, I'm feeling a little bit of like a clicking sensation on the retrieve. So most likely before I give this away, I'll try opening it up and then seeing what is causing that clicking. But I will give this reel away and it'll be in the second video. When I get a little bit more time with this one, then I can show you maybe getting into some fish with this particular reel. But for this video, we're just going to be looking at and comparing these two reels, as well as taking a look at the Silver Feather, because the Silver Feather is actually made by the same parent company that makes these two reels, so DMK. So you can see that the side profile is very, very similar, and even the spools themselves are very, very similar. So this is I believe a 28 millimeter. This is going to be a 28 millimeter outer diameter spool. And I believe that this is also going to be a 28 millimeter spool. And there you go, 28 millimeters. So the specifications are going to be almost identical. So 22.5 width, and I'm guessing that this is going to be very, very close, 22.5. Yeah. So all in all, Very, very similar reels. The difference, of course, is going to be in the braking system, and the Kastking Kestrel Elite obviously has the same braking system as this one. However, there is a little bit of a difference between the two side plates and the two braking systems. Now, I'm going to put the silver feather aside for now. When I look at these two braking systems and the side profile, I do notice that there's a little bit of a difference in the distance between the brake assembly when it is at the absolute zero. So from what I've been told or what I've heard is that this one is slightly less braked than this version of these reels. And so one way that we can test that is to see if the brake assembly at the minimum is further away from the spool itself. And so I'll go ahead and measure this, and it's not the end all measurement, but this one is coming in at about 17.4 or so. And let's go ahead and measure the Kestrel Elite. And this one is coming in at 16.75 or 16.95. So it does look like they have actually, at the very min setting on your brake dial, made it so that the brake assembly is further away on the Kestrel versus the Kestrel Elite and the Valiant Eagle 2. So that's a good sign. That means that at the very min setting, your reel is not going to be as heavily braked as it is on the Kestrel Elite. Okay, so what else is different between the two? Well, this one is using a carbon fiber frame, and this one is using a magnesium alloy frame. Obviously, the handles are going to be different. In this one, you're going to have a kind of wider, similar to like a Daiwa iKnob shaped handle knob. And then here, you're going to have these smaller, almost pencil knobs, but not quite. I never really liked these handle knobs on the Kestrel Elite, but these ones are very comfortable. They're very similar to what was on the Valiant Eagle 2. Similar to the Valiant Eagle 2, it uses an aluminum alloy handle. And then the looks-wise, the frame is very close looking to the Valiant Eagle 2, if not identical. I would say that the material is probably different. And yeah, let's go ahead and get some weights. Let's go ahead and do it in grams first, and then we'll do ounces. This is the Kestrel Non-Elite spool, and it's coming in at 5.61 grams, and that translates to 0.2 ounces. And that compares to the Kestrel Elite coming in at 5.48 or 0.193 ounces. And so let's go ahead and get an all-up weight. This is supposed to be, I believe, like 4.6 ounces total. And the Kestrel Elite is supposed to be 4.4 ounces total. I do believe there's a couple different gear ratios for both of these reels. I believe both of these reels are going to be the 8.4 to 1 gear ratio. But let's go ahead and get weights. So 130.6 grams versus 126.5 grams. And then if we want ounces, we'll do 4.6 ounces, almost right on the dot. And then this should be coming in at 4.46 ounces. So they're very similar in weight. There's a big difference in the price though. This one is coming in on Amazon. I checked it, and there's a coupon that will allow you to get this out the door for about $108 and like 70 some odd cents. Whereas I saw this still on the Kastking website for $199. So there's a big difference between the two reels in terms of price. And honestly, this reel feels smoother simply because this one has that odd clicking sensation. And I'll try to tear this one down and kind of fix it, maybe clean out. I have a feeling it's the pinion bearing that might be causing this clicking sound. But you can also hear that the drag clicker on the Kestrel Elite is quite muted compared to the Kestrel. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and spool these two reels up, and then we'll get some casting comparisons in. Probably only with the lightest weight. So because they're saying these two reels cast a 32nd of an ounce, which is about 0.8 to 0.88 grams or so, I'm going to try that. And I want to compare that to the silver feather as well, because they all come from the same company, or the same manufacturer, I should say. And yeah, we'll see how the Kestrel non-elite, the Kestrel BFS, compares to the Kestrel elite and also the silver feather. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you like the video, please go ahead and consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. It really helps the channel grow. And stay tuned for the giveaway video, because that should be coming up very soon. Hope to get some use out of the Kestrel, and we'll do the giveaway as well. All right, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.